문제가 생겼습니다. 듣고 싶은 글쓰기 수업이 있는데 한국에서 줌으로 저녁 7시 반에 시작을 해요. 캘리포니아 시간으로는 새벽 2시 반에 시작한다는 얘긴데 이거 어떡해? 과연 이걸 들을 수 있을까요? 저는 상당히 오랫동안 새벽 4시 반에 일어나는 생활을 해왔잖아요. 이게 하루인 거지, 원데이. 저는 9시 반에 자요. 그리고 4시 반에 일어나잖아요, 제가. 7시간을 잔단 말이죠. 9시부터는 일을 해야 되잖아요, 그쵸? 밥벌이. 그때는 출근. 5시에서 한 6시 반까지 막 이렇게 퇴근하고 장보고. 제일 소중한 시간은 이 시간이에요. 이 시간 동안 독서, 영어, 운동. 제일 사랑하는 시간. 근데 문제는 바로 이 3시간이에요. 6시 반부터 9시까지. 이 3시간이 왜 어렵냐? 지쳤어. 지치다 보니까 유튜브, 넷플릭스 이 시간을 잘 보내기가 되게 힘들어요. 근데 이 시간을 잘 못 쓰지만 제가 6시 반에 잠을 자러 가는 거는 솔직히 좀 무리가 있을 것 같아요. 왜냐? 6시 반까지 퇴근을 못하는 날도 많아. 근데 8시 반에는 잘 수 있으니까 취침 시간을 1시간 당기는 거죠. 그리고 기상 시간을 1시간 당기다 보면 수면 시간은 줄이면 안 되잖아요. 저는 7시간은 자야 되는 것 같아요. 그러면 버리는 시간이 좀 줄어. 2시간. 와, 근데 너무 숨 막히지 않나? 이렇게 살면? 너무 힘들다. 여기에 그 강의를 듣는 거지. 짜자잔. 앞에 1시간은 난리더라도 그 뒤에 1시간을 들을 수 있잖아요. 그쵸? 3시 반부터. 이거 가능할까? 관건은 취침이네. 관건은 취침, 기상 이거죠. 그러니까 수면 시간은 동일하게 유지를 하면서 취침 시간을 1시간 당기고 기상 시간을 1시간 당겨서 3시 반이나 2시 반에 좀 극단적이긴 하지만 일어나는 생활은 아무 문제가 없는가? 건강에 나쁜 영향은 없는가? 궁금하지 않습니까? 이 질문에 대답을 하기 위해서는 몇 가지 추가 질문을 해야 됩니다. 자, 나는 진짜 새벽형 인간이 맞는가? 이쯤에서 이 대전제에 대해서 한번 재점검을 해야 될 필요가 있는 것 같습니다. 내가 새벽형 인간이 맞는지 어떻게 알 수 있나요? 방법이 있습니다, 여러분. 바로 이겁니다. 크로노타입 퀘셔너어. 더하기 11. 79점. 86점이 초아침형 인간? 그러니까 만점? 아침형 인간 점수로 따지면 만점인데 79점이 나왔어요. 그러니까 저는 아침형 인간이 맞네요. 자, 그러면 두 번째 질문은 무엇인가? 내가 새벽형 인간이 맞다면 새벽 3시 반에 일어나는 슈퍼 새벽형 인간이 될 수 있는가? 이건 좀 다른 문제죠. 뭐 새벽 3시 반에 알람 맞춰놓고 억지로 일어나면 일어나기야 나겠죠. 그런데 저는 새벽 4시에 일어날 때 알람 없이 일어나거든요. 근데 정말 알람 없이 일어나려면 몸이 이제 일어날 준비가 되어 있는 느낌이 있어야 되는데 그 일주기리듬이라고 하죠. 서케디언 리듬이 그 생활에 딱 맞춰져 있어야 되는데 새벽 4시 반에서 3시 반으로 기상시간을 옮기는 거는 몸의 리듬도 같이 따라 바뀌어야 되는 거기 때문에 억지로 막 두드려 깨워서 스스로를 두드려 깨워서 일어나는 거 말고 정말 일주기 리듬에 따라서 자연스럽게 3시 반, 3시에 일어날 수 있는 그 리듬을 만들어 가려면 어떻게 해야 하는가? 이거는 전문가에게 물어봐야 되겠죠. 러셀 포스터 선생님께 한번 전화를 드려보도록 하겠습니다.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Dr. Foster. How's it going?
I'm good. I've just shut the door. Not too bad. I might have a slight cold, but
I heard that you're pretty busy with the grant application.
it's all completely crazy. Everybody tries to squeeze everything in before Christmas.
I do have several questions about circadian rhythms and chronotypes. I wonder if I can chat with you real quick. You are the expert here. I cannot think of someone else.
We can certainly talk about that.
What is my chronotype? That's kind of the curiosity that people have. Another thing is how much can I change my chronotype by changing my behavior and willpower, right? And another thing is, of course, like, let's say I'm a super night owl, and is there any negative health consequences? People want to know if their current lifestyle is okay and their health is not impacted negatively by having that lifestyle, right? So before we unpack all these questions, I think the good place to start is to kind of understand what is circadian rhythm and what exactly is a chronotype.
If you think about it, for our biology to function, we have to deliver the right materials, the right chemicals and nutrients to the right tissues and organs at the right concentration at the right time of day. And it's the circadian system that provides this temporal structure to our entire biology. So you can think of the biological clock, our circadian system, as being an internal representation of a day. And what it does is tweak and fine-tune every aspect of our physiology and behavior to the varied demands of the rest activity cycle. So in anticipation of sleep, core body temperature, metabolic rate, digestive processes begin to slow down. Whereas at the other end of the day, when we wake up, 2 or 3 hours before we wake up, blood pressure is rising, metabolic rate is rising, core body temperature is rising, anticipating the increased level of activity that will be occurring later in the day when we wake up and when we're moving around. So it's an incredibly adaptive response, allowing optimal physiology at the appropriate time of day.
So we all have the same 24 hours. We are living on Earth that rotates every day. But why our chronotype differ by person?
So there are 3 things that constitute our chronotype. And people may be familiar with the term of an owl, a late type. And of course, for those individuals, late types, their preferred sort of window of activity is really quite late. It's 7 o'clock in the evening to sort of 9 o'clock in the evening. Whereas if we compare that to a lark, their peak of activity is somewhere between 12 o'clock and 4 o'clock. So there's a big difference. And the rest of us, sort of the doves, fall somewhere in between. So it's a real phenomenon, and it's been well documented. And we know that there are 3 essential elements to one's chronotype. First of all, one's genetics. One of the great studies over the past few years has been trying to relate subtle changes in those clock genes, polymorphisms in those clock genes, with a morning or evening preference. So, by their contribution to our genes, our parents are still telling us what time to go to bed and get up. So there's a genetic component. The second is how old you are. Now, from the age of about 10, there's a tendency to want to go to bed later and later and later. And this peaks in males at around about 21, 21 and a half, and it peaks in females earlier at about 19, 19 and a half. And on average, males will tend to have a later chronotype than females. So from that sort of maximum lateness in our late teens, early 20s, we then move very slowly to a more morning chronotype. So by the time we're in our late 50s, early 60s, we're getting up and going to bed at about the time we did when we were 10, 11, 12, that sort of window. But the key point is that on average, that will be 2 hours earlier when we're in our late 50s, early 60s than when we were in our late teens, early 20s. So it's about a 2-hour difference. Now, what's that due to? The data are very suggestive that it's the changes in the sex steroids. So that sharp rise from the age of 10 into the late teens, early 20s is due to the hormones of puberty. And then as those hormones sort of decline as we age. So there's a very clear interaction between the sex steroids, the estrogen, testosterone, progesterone, and the timing of the biological clock, which I think is really interesting. So there are the 2 factors which we don't have very much control over. But the third factor we do. Now, and that's when we see light. So we have this internal clock, this circadian rhythm, but to be of any adaptive value, to do the right thing at the right time, it must be set to the external world. And the classic mismatch between the internal day, our circadian system, and the external world is jet lag. And we get over jet lag as a result of exposure to the local light-dark cycle. Now, light does different things at different times. So morning light advances the clock, makes you get up earlier and go to bed earlier, whereas dusk light delays the clock, makes you go to bed later and get up later. And so we did a study a few years ago on university students around the world, and we showed that the later the chronotype, the more owl-like they were, the less morning light they got, which would advance the clock, make them get up earlier, and the more dusk evening light that they got, which would of course shift the clock to a later time. So if you are an extreme late type, if you're an owl and you need to get up earlier, then what you can do is set the alarm clock and then go outside and get morning light exposure, and that morning light will advance the clock and make it easier for you to get up earlier in the day. And of course you can be a late chronotype and become even worse because you sleep through morning, you don't get the morning light which would advance you, but you're out in the afternoon. So it can actually, yes, exactly, it can act as a feedback loop, and so you have to be very careful about that.
So when you say light exposure, should it be natural light or can it be like artificial light in the morning?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Ideally get outside and get natural light, because outside light is so much brighter than internal light. So shortly after dawn, outside light is 50 to 100 times brighter than average indoor light conditions. And it might be, worth buying a simple lux meter. It's really fascinating. You can buy these. They're about £20. I don't know what that would be in Korean currency. You can put it up against the window on a reasonable day, and there'll be about 3,000 lux. But by the time you get to a middle of the room, it's only a couple of hundred lux. And we need bright light exposure. So if you can't get outside and get bright light exposure, then of course you can use a light lamp. As long as it's bright enough, it should be effective.
What is the ideal duration of the light exposure? Like, for example, let's say that we have a morning walk to get some sunlight in the morning. How long should it be, ideally?
Again, another good question. Part of the uncertainty at the moment is the effects of light on the clock complex. It depends upon the intensity. It depends upon the duration, the color, the wavelength. We've discussed when you see the light, morning or evening. It depends how old you are, because as we age, the clock becomes less sensitive to light. And finally, it depends upon your light history. So if you spent a lot of time outside during the day, then evening light seems to be far less effective at shifting the clock. And we'll come back to the use of electronic devices later on, but that's it. So to answer your question, we don't fully know, but the data suggests that 30 minutes of 10,000 lux is probably a good way of setting the clock.
So light exposure is one thing that we could try, but to what extent can we modify our chronotype is another big question in the room probably. So let's say that I'm a complete night owl. Like, is it possible that I switch to like completely morning person? By modifying the light exposure?
No, it's because the two big drivers, one's genetics and one's age, are kind of fixed. And as I say, the only really modifiable factor is when you see light. So even if you use extraordinary willpower, what that will be doing is overriding the underlying biology. You may think you can do it, but actually fundamentally it's deep core biology, and there's not a great deal we can do about it.
지금 시각은 아침 7시 23분입니다. 기상시간을 당기는데 아침빛 노출이 좋다고 하셔서 아침에 산책을 가려고 했는데 비가 너무 많이 옵니다. 어떡하지? 이 빛은 과연 몇 럭스 정도 될까요? 270 럭스인데 이걸로는 안 될 것 같은데. 제가 집에서 쓰는 조명인데 이거 켜보겠습니다. 이게 3만 럭스구나. 완전 밝아야 되는데? 그럼 이렇게 30분 서 있어야 된다고요, 여기? 드디어 날이 개어서 아침 산책을 나왔습니다. 기분이 너무 좋네요. 그래도 이게 4,000럭스밖에 안 되는데 빛 노출을 많이 해야 될 것 같은데 그러면 한 가지 궁금했던 거는 이렇게 아침빛 노출을 통해서 생체 주기를 앞당긴다고 하더라도 새벽 3시나 3시 반 기상은 굉장히 이른 시간에 일어나는 거잖아요. 그건 아무 문제가 없는가? 이 질문도 여쭤봤습니다.
Another question that I have, it's a little bit personal question, but I am a morning person personally. Are you a morning person?
No, I'm an evening person, very much an evening person.
Oh, you're a morning person. Okay. Yeah. So I'm a morning person. I'm one of those people who feel very comfortable and most productive around 7 a.m., like between 4 a.m. and 7 a.m. So that's my happy time. And of course, my productivity is not good at all in the late afternoon. So part of me is thinking that, I want to be a little more productive. What should I do? Then the answer that I had was like, can I wake up even a little bit earlier? That means like 3:30 or 3 a.m. in the morning.
I think you have to be slightly careful. I think you're waking at the time that you want to wake. And I think this is the key thing, because we're all so different. But what we each individually have to do is define what our sleep needs are. So, for example, do we feel that we're performing at our peak during the day, at our optimum window of activity? Do we oversleep extensively on free days, such as the weekend? Are we dependent upon an alarm clock or somebody else to get us up in the morning? Does it take a long time to wake up? Do we feel groggy? Do we crave a nap during the day? Do we crave caffeinated and sugar-rich drinks? And do friends, family, colleagues say, hang on, you seem to be a bit irritable. You've got loss of empathy, you're more disinhibited. Now that's all highly suggestive that we're not getting the sleep that we need. And so we need to listen to our own demands. And of course, sleep duration changes profoundly. So, there's the mantra, you must get 8 hours of sleep. Well, this is nonsense. And people have come up to me at public lectures and said, I don't get 8 hours of sleep. Am I going to die? And I say, no. Well, yes, you're going to die, but it may not be anything to do with your 8 hours. And so the natural range seems to be between 6 hours, and some people need as much as 10 and a half. And we all fall somewhere in the middle. But I don't think it's like shoe size. One shoe size does not fit all. And taking an average and imposing that upon all people is a very bad idea. And as I say, we've got to work out for ourselves what is our optimum sleep pattern and then defend it. Because after all, we want to be as productive and healthy and useful as we possibly can be. And to do that, we need a good night of sleep.
그러니까 선생님 말씀의 요지는 충분히 자는 게 너무 중요하다. 그러니까 수면의 양을 줄이면서까지 일찍 일어나는 거는 좀 고려를 해봐라 이런 말씀이셨어요. 그런데 여기서부터 갑자기 이야기가 수면의 양은 질로 치환이 가능한가? 수면 어플들을 믿을 수 없다면 수면의 질을 측정하는 가장 좋은 방법은 무엇인가? 수면의 질을 올리려면 어떤 걸 해야 할 수 있는가? 이런 이야기를 하느라고 제가 되게 중요한 질문을 하는 걸 잊어버렸는데 그게 뭐였냐면 수면의 양을 동일하게 유지하면서 그러니까 1시간 일찍 자러 감으로써 1시간 일찍 일어나는 거죠. 그런데 대신에 엄청 이른 시간에 일어나는 것 새벽 3시에서 3시 반에 일어나는 생활은 문제가 없는가 이 질문을 드렸어야 됐는데 갑자기 이야기가 다른 주제로 넘어가는 바람에 이 질문을 해야지라고 생각하고 있다가 까먹은 거예요. 근데 사실 이 질문이 핵심 질문이었는데 못했어요. 그래서 선생님께 너무 죄송하지만 메일을 드려보도록 하겠습니다. 너무 바쁘시니까 이 질문만 빨리 해. Dear Dr. Foster.
Thank you so much for. I have one quick question that I couldn't address during our conversation.
Keeping the duration of sleep the same. Could a change in wake-up time and becoming a super early riser have any negative or positive consequences? Send.
A few moments later.
선생님께 답장이 왔습니다. As long as you are getting the sleep duration you need and your sleep-wake timing is regular, same every day, and you feel refreshed when waking, this should be fine. The only problem might be that this regime will interfere with your social schedule on free days, Fridays and Saturday, and if you then have irregular patterns of the weekend, this is not recommended. See attached the recent paper. All best. 그러니까 정리를 하자면 수면의 양을 동일하게 유지를 하면 기상시간을 당기는 거는 크게 문제가 되지 않는데 문제는 뭐냐면 토요일이나 금요일 날 저녁에 친구도 만나고 그러면은 자러 가는 시간의 일관성이 깨지니까 그렇게 되면은 일관적이지 않은 그 수면 패턴이 문제가 된다. 그러니까 주말에도 일관적으로 수면 패턴을 똑같이 유지를 해야 된다는 얘기네. 주말에도 새벽 3시 반에 일어나야 된다는 거잖아, 그러면. 선택은 개인의 몫. 선생님께서 논문을 하나 보내주셨어요. 읽어보겠습니다. 읽어봅시다. 지금 너무 개요만 읽어봤습니다. 그런데 여기서 하는 말은 수면에 높은 규칙성을 갖고 있으면 원인에 관계없이 사망의 위험, 그 다음에 암과 카디오메타볼릭 관련된 그 사망률의 위험도 낮아진다 라는 이야기죠. 규칙적으로 자야 되겠네요. 정리를 하자면 1. 나는 진짜 새벽형 인간이 맞는가? 맞다. 2. 새벽형 인간이 맞다면 새벽 3시 반에 일어나는 슈퍼 새벽형 인간이 될 수 있는가? 제가 저녁형 인간이 되는 건 불가능하겠지만 아침형 인간이고 새벽에 일어나니까 아침빛 노출 특히를 이용해서 그 생체 리듬을 앞으로 당길 수 있다. 아주 이른 기상시간 문제가 없는가? 똑같은 질문이죠. 수면 시간을 동일하게 유지한다면 엄청 이른 시간에 일어나도 되는가? 그 자체로는 문제 없다. 괜찮. 마지막 보너스 보내주신 논문과 이메일 답장에 근거하면 수면에 있어서는 일관성, 그러니까 같은 시간에 자러 가서 같은 시간에 일어나는 그 일관성이 수면의 양보다 더 중요하다가 되겠네요. 과연 저는 새벽 3시 반에 일어나는 생활을 할 수 있을까요? 조만간 영상으로 업데이트 해드리도록 하겠습니다.